guys, this is the average consumer here. I hope everybody is healthy and safe. This is just a quick unboxing of the PS5 controller. I ordered it through Amazon and they've delivered it early. I have not got my PlayStation 5 yet. I have ordered it from Game, so that'll be coming next week, Thursday. Actually, I'll be going to go and pick that up. So yeah, it's just a quick look. I know there's loads of videos out there that people have got theirs, but they're all influencers. So yeah, they'll get theirs free. Majority of them don't even pay for them, but yeah, we're paying for ours. So anyway, I'm just gonna quickly have a unbox here. Alright, so I did order the game as well. PS5 Spider-Man Miles Morales. I didn't order the top Ultra Edition, whatever it's called. It's really going to be my kids that are going to be playing this, and they're probably not really going to be interested in some Ultimate Edition or whatever it's going to be called when it comes out. Yeah, so that's about it. So anyway, everyone's seen the boxes, everybody knows what it is. I've read all the hype about this as well. So while I'm quickly just doing this, there's a lot of people online who, you know these big tech companies, not companies, sorry, reviewers. They're out there and they're already bashing the PlayStation and saying this and that. That really gets me, that does. Alright, I'll put this red cloth here so you can actually see the controller better because it's white, and my table is white as well. You won't be able to see it so clearly. So, oh yeah, there's nothing else. So here is the controller. Oh wow, it's definitely heavier, and the buttons feel way better than before. Feel much more solid than they were before. Let me just see if I can zoom that in. And that's that texture, is it on? Yeah, it's that texture that everyone's been talking about on the grips. You can't see it. I don't have the best camera. Oh look, this is proper next gen. There's no battery compartment here. Xbox. I don't know how people can call that next generation, and they're still using batteries is beyond me. I have no idea how they're doing that, but yeah. Let's see, there you go. There's the blue light. So it's ready to connect whenever the PlayStation comes. Yeah, so it feels very good. I don't have my PS4 controller because I knew if I did not sell my PS4 Pro, I would have actually lost money later on, and there would have been a problem where I would have got way less than what I did get for it. So I sold my PlayStation 4 Pro, which I bought on launch day, with 2 control pads, which I bought on launch day as well. So they lasted me the entire period of when the console came out. Nothing ever went wrong with it. The only thing I actually done is opened it up, cleaned all the buttons out, and put it all back together again, and it was perfectly fine. I had a few games. I think it was about 8 or 9 games, but those games were worth virtually nothing. Of course, all your PSN games will be going over to your PlayStation 5. And yeah, so I got really good money for it. Put it this way, I got almost £300 for that, and I had the box. I had everything with it, and it was in really good condition. We just left it in its place and never really moved it until it came to cleaning. I used to clean it once a month, just to make sure there's no dust in there. So it ran very well. It did get loud sometimes, but majority of the times, no. It was fine. I used to hear loads of stuff about, oh, it's getting loud. Well, then your fan's working, then it knows what it's doing, so it should be fine. But this controller, as you can see how it tapers off from here, and it's nice and flat from here, it feels very good. So when you're playing your games, this bit here doesn't jab into your palm as much, so you see that space. So you're gonna feel very, very comfortable playing with this, and all the buttons are, of course, within reach. Everything, all the layout is the same. You've got your mic, you've got your headphone jack, and of course there's a connector here with some accessories that will come later on. Your speaker, you got your thumbstick, and I don't know, people have been saying it's exactly the same, but it's not. It's actually much better. It's not stiff, but it just feels much better. The rubber feels much better on this. It's just, overall, I think it's a better package than it was before. See how much close up I can get. And they're saying that these two triggers here, they got motors inside. Depending on the developer, you can then choose to, you know, it will be in the case of if you're pressing this for a certain command on the console, so these can, like, there'll be a greater force on here for you to press it down to maybe, I don't know, shoot somebody or reload or something like that. Yeah, look, even this feels better. It doesn't feel cheap. I mean, there's more of a dip just here. You can feel that there's a little bit more dip, and the lip goes up slightly, which is more comfortable to hold in your hand. So when you are sitting down and you're playing, you're gonna love this. I'm gonna put it this way around. Okay, so yeah, it's got the built-in mic. It's comfortable, adapted triggers. Like I said, that was the triggers I was talking about. And you got haptic feedback, which is going to be much better than how it was on even the PlayStation 3 to 4, and then of course the 5 is going to have like the best tech available. I was on about these reviewers online, especially somebody from Engadget. I mean, go ahead and look at their video. I'm not going to leave a link because I don't really like that, the way that they were bashing all the consoles. But in one hand, you are bashing Sony because the controller looks too different, but then you say that it's not, or the console looks too big, or it doesn't have backwards compatibility. But then if you are looking to buy the next gen console, if it plays the PS4 games, which a lot of people have invested their money into and they don't want to lose their money, I understand. If those will play, why would you want to play a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2 or even PlayStation 1 game? If you're going to do that, don't buy the PlayStation 5. Simple as. We're talking next gen. We're not talking about it's gonna be this and this only. These people, they ask for so much, and when they get virtually 90% of it, they're still complaining that they didn't get the last 10%. Well, you're not gonna pay. You should be. I know. Matter of fact, everyone should know that Sony is losing a lot of money. I know they will be losing a lot of money on console because they'll make it all back on the games, because the digital version of the same console, that's where they're going to make their money back, because there's going to be no third party, as in the terms, they'll save money where once you buy the game from there, they'll probably recoup back. If it's their own studios, they'll recoup back 100% of what they've done. They probably only do promotionals, and that will probably be on their PlayStation websites and PlayStation magazines and so on and so on. So the money that they'll spend on PR, they'll make all that money back straight away. And then you got things like Engadget talking about the worst thing about the console is how the feel of the controller. And then they say at the end, oh, the best thing about the console is the controller. Well, you need to make up your mind. You need to you know, decide what is better for you, or is it only you that think like that? Because I'll tell you something now. My brother, he's gone and purchased the Xbox One XS, whatever it's called, Series X, and literally I've said to him, okay, what games did you get? Oh, I want to play my old games. So what's the point of buying a next gen console if you got no games for the PlayStation 5? I'm not saying this is purposely made for the PlayStation 5. I'm not saying that, because it's available on PS4, and the news has been released today that that the producers of the game, they are going to be allowing you to take your saves from your PlayStation 4 to your PlayStation 5 in due course, hopefully in December sometime. And there's more news that, yeah, you know, there might be compatibility with PlayStation 3 games, disc-based games that will work on PlayStation 5. Now, I'm not really bothered about that. To be very honest with you, there'll be a very few people that are. I'm not. I'm really more into new stuff, new games coming out. Personally, I want something like, I really am interested in games that are going to be on the PSN, because I know there's already going to be 2 games that are going to be available for PS5, for the PS5 on your PSN account. So as soon as you get your PlayStation, you're going to get a game within the same month, hopefully. If not, then it'll be December, the 3rd or 4th of December. You're getting a game that's already built into the system itself, so that's 1 game there, and then you get 2 more games, so that's 3 games, and then you got this game, and then you got possibly another 2 coming out before the end of the, sorry, not 2, 3 coming out before the end of the year. And then in January, February and March, you're gonna have brand new titles that'll be releasing. So you got Gran Turismo coming, you will have I think it's the new Horizon game, I think that's going to be coming out as well. So yeah, so I mean, personally, if you want, why would you go out and spend 400 and 450 pound, whatever people are spending, to buy a next gen console, and then all these people that are online and on YouTube with people like Engadget and many other, it's not just Engadget, it's just Engadget, it's the one that I seen, and I really did get angry about the person that reviewed the device, and oh, it's too big, and look how this is, and look how that is. Sony's trying to be different. They've always been different from day one. I'm not bashing Xbox. I don't like Xbox, but I never got used to it. I've always had Sony devices, the PS Vita, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, the Pro, all the Vitas. I even had the Sony Ericsson where you could slide out and you got your little controllers. I even had that. That wasn't a success, but anyway, I did have it. Yeah, so I think if you want to be next gen, you got to be proper next gen. You can't have half. So like Xbox has 2 consoles, but really the second one, the digital one, that's not next gen. Come on, people. They're ripping you off. They're taking your money, and literally every person that's buying one of those, they're laughing. They're looking at this thinking, okay, people are falling for it. They're buying it. But with PlayStation, they're giving you the same console but without the disc drive. That's the only difference. And people are still out there bashing the PlayStation. Oh, they can't do this, and you can't play these games, these old games. If you want old games, go and buy the old console. Simple as. I know the games are going to be expensive, but the reason why I think the disc version is good for everyone, I include this as retailers that do reselling, so like people like Game, Computer Exchange, and then you got companies online like Magpie, and even if you go to eBay or you go to any other supplier who exchanges and sells games, this is good for everyone. Personally, I will never buy a digital one, a digital console, because once you purchase the game, it's with you all the time. You're stuck with the game. You can't sell it on, you can't give it to nobody, you can't get back something that maybe after you finish the game, what you're going to do with it then, it's just going to be sitting there in your library. But this way you're helping out everyone. So example, the day when the kids play this and say 2 months or however long they want to play for, and they want to sell the game, at least I know I can at least get 20-25 pound for this game, because it's a PlayStation 5 game. I mean, I got this from Amazon for 50 pound, or I think it was 48 pound, but yeah. So I know I'm helping out, or everyone is helping out the supply chain. So it's coming to you, of course. Then you bought it from Amazon's bought it from Sony, Amazon sold it to me, then I will go and maybe sell it to someone online, or I will go to Computer Exchange, they'll make a little profit themselves. So everything continuously helps out everybody else. But if you go digital, then what is the point of these stores, or how are they going to survive? If everything is going to be online, all these bricks and mortar stores will close down. That's how you have to think about it, really. And that's how I think about it. So I think buying the disc version of the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox or even the PS4, and then you go down the generations, I think it's good for everyone. Once you go digital, you'll be paying way too much for games from Sony, from Xbox, because if this is £50 right now, and I think the highest one that you can get is 80 or 90 pound, really 80-90 pound is worth for a game? I know these games, some of these games, the developers or whoever they are, they spend millions. I mean, they can spend between 50 to 100 million pound on these, or dollars on these games, and they could flop, or there will be a big success. So if they are digital and it flops, they've virtually made all their money back. But if it's disc based and it flops, they've lost a lot of money, which I understand from their point of view. But you should look at it from a consumer's point of view, where I think it's good to recycle these games, and many generations can then play the same game. Because this game now, it's all the big hype. You'll sell it, someone will buy it for, say, for their kids for Christmas, who couldn't afford it for £50, but they can for 25. So you help them out. So you see, the cycle just carries on. But if you go digital based, it's all gone, it's finished. All that recycling stuff is all gone. And to be really honest with you, it's going to be the consumer that loses out at the end. It's not going to be the companies, because they're going to make a lot of money from this, but the consumer will lose out hands down every time. So anyway, it went from unboxing this to a little rant, but I was just sick and tired of all these people online talking about oh, this is not next gen, this is not like this, and people are making consumptions that these are not true next gen consoles, or why is it so expensive, or why does it not play backwards compatibility up till the PS2 or 3. I want to play my old games. Like I said, it's not worth it. Why are you paying so much for something if you want to play PS3 games, or you want to play your Xbox, whatever it is, whatever game? I mean, Xbox doesn't even have any exclusives at the moment. There's nothing, they have nothing at all. And I've seen people, I've seen online where people have bought their consoles and they're playing their old games. That is not the whole point of next gen. Next gen is that you're going to be playing brand new games on your consoles, and that's what it's all about, to be honest with you. I mean, like when I told you I sold my PlayStation and I gave it to a family who wanted it for their younger kids, and I could have gone and sold it for way more than what I had it for, because I had 1 terabyte, and I also gave a 1 terabyte external hard drive as well. So I gave a really good bundle, but I know the family will enjoy it, and the system will always carry on within the family. Once the kids grow up, then maybe it'll go to somebody else, and so on and so on. So you get the recycling bit. So yeah, okay, I'm just gonna finish off now. So I would really appreciate it if you can please subscribe and like and share, of course. Please, let's see if you can get me up to at least 100 subscribers by the end of December. I'd really appreciate it. And I'd also like to thank everyone that's got in contact with me regarding my Sony TV and the review I've done. There will be more stuff coming. I'm sure there is another update that's coming out when the PlayStation releases. I will make a video of that as well. My PlayStation is coming on Thursday. I'll be actually going out and picking it out. I'll record, if I can, the point where I'll make a little journey from my house. I'll have to go a bit of a distance to go and get it, but that's probably the safest place to go and get your consoles. So you got to be very, very careful when you go and pick up your console. Take someone with you. Stay safe. You don't want no one to be taking your consoles from you. It's hard-earned money that you worked for very hard, and you don't want to be one of those people where someone's come and literally snatched out your hands and taken it away from you. So yeah, be careful, and please, let's see if you can hit 100 subscribers by the end of December. I'll be very, very grateful for that. This is the Average Consumer. I hope everybody stays healthy and safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.